Konnichiwa, Pat Tokuyama here, creator of All Day I Eat Like a Shark, and this is another episode of Sharkbite. Today we're going to be talking about travel, specifically flights. If this is your first time here, consider subscribing for more videos like this one. So, I'm going to give you 10 of my tips for making your next flight easier. So number one is going to be get TSA PreCheck or global entry. And that'll help you to breeze right through airport security for the most part. Usually the lines are a little bit shorter and you don't have to take off your shoes or unpack all of your bags, etc. So highly recommend getting TSA PreCheck or global entry if you're one who travels on a regular basis. There are several credit cards that do offer a reimbursement for that benefit. So if you decide to pay for PreCheck or global entry, your credit card will reimburse you for that cost. The next step is that if you notice that your flight is empty, which happens on occasion, don't be afraid to ask the gate agent if you can get an upgrade. Obviously you want to be somewhat well dressed, as apparently the way that you look, if you look presentable, somebody who would sit in first class, whatever that looks like, if you look like somebody who'd be sitting in first class or business class, your chances of getting upgraded are supposed to be better than if you weren't somebody who was supposed to be sitting in business or first class. Whatever that means. At least that's based on what I've read, and it never hurts to ask, or you don't get what you don't ask for. Third, show up early. Show up at your gate early, because sometimes the gate changes, and sometimes if it changes, it's going to be on the other side of the airport, or not the airport, the terminal, and then you don't want to be running last minute to get to your gate because you didn't realize that the gate changed. That's happened to me before. On the day of your flight, before heading to the airport, and once you get there, Google your flight number. Chances are it'll come up in Google search and it'll tell you if it's on time. It'll tell you the gate number as well, or if there's a delay. Alternatively, you can sign up with your airline if they offer this service to get notified of delays and gate changes. 5, make sure that you select your seats if possible. I know some airlines don't let you select seats, but if you have that option, try to select your seats as soon as you book your ticket, because the more far ahead or the more early that you choose your seats, the higher likelihood you have of getting a seat that you want. For domestic flights and international flights out of the US, there is a good website called seatguru.com where you can see which seats are the best and which ones you don't want. So sometimes a seat might look good, but in fact, there might be something wrong with it, like there's no window or it doesn't recline. That's happened to me before. You don't want that. You don't want to be saying, So number 6 is bring a empty Nalgene or a water bottle. That way that you'll have something to drink. You can refill it at the fountain in the airport, or you can have the cabin crew refill it when they bring their little drink cart. Bring a light jacket or a heavy jacket if you get cold easily, and that'll help you to stay comfortable, because planes do get cold, especially on the longer flights. I'm pretty sensitive to cold ice, so I usually put a jacket on. So you want to stay warm with a jacket and a scarf if you're really sensitive, and maybe some socks, heavy duty socks, some ski socks. Just kidding. Bring an eye mask and earplugs if you're sensitive to light and sound, like especially if you're going to be taking a red eye. I guess you could do it during the day too, which would be kind of odd if somebody was wearing a eye mask during the day, a day flight, but it's understandable if it's an international flight going across time zones. So consider getting a mask. I use the slip. I use the slip silk mask, and then the earplugs, Mack's, I think they're called Mack's earplugs. They're just the cheap ones. You can get like a 50 pack on Amazon, and they help to block out all that noise. Alternatively, get some noise cancelling headphones. I use Sony. 9 is going to be to bring some snacks. If you're going to be taking somewhat of a short flight or even a longer duration flight, try to bring your own food. That way you don't have to buy airport food, which is expensive and usually doesn't taste too good, or something that's served on the airplane. So cart food is not nearly as good as homemade food. So try to plan ahead, and maybe you'll be able to enjoy some food while flying. The last tip would be to carry on your luggage. We all know that sometimes if you check in luggage, that adds another 20-30 minutes, maybe even 45 minutes or an hour, or it might not ever even come if you check in your baggage. That's happened to me one time when we went to Peru. We were flying into Lima, and apparently our luggage was not on the same flight as the one that we took to get to Lima. So we didn't have luggage for the first day and a half. So if you carry on your luggage, you won't have that problem. Usually it'll save you money as well, because you won't have a checked bag fee. Alright guys, so those were 10 of my tips for making your next flight easier. If I missed anything, I'll try to put it in the description below. If you have any of your own tips that I did not mention, feel free to leave a comment and share, where we can all learn from each other. And if you like this video, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. And other than that, I guess I'll see you in my next video. China, bye bye.